Hello ratbags, it's Jade Plays Games. Welcome to Conan Exiles update video. Today there is a patch for Xbox One and the PS4. It's a hotfix patch. It's not a huge content update, but it has got some vital stuff that I thought I should really go over with you. I will be covering Conan Exiles content more in terms of the updates and stuff like that. I am dropping back my official Let's Play though, it's just too much time for me. So expect to see some different types of content coming from me on Conan Exiles. I'm still carrying on with some guides, but I kind of want to make them a bit special, and I have just been enjoying playing the game. I still have a few issues with some of the stuff that I'm trying to show you guys, particularly Care 2 is still a bit broken, and getting a tutorial for that is really hard to do. I'm still working on it, so hopefully I'll get that done very soon. Anyway, I'll stop blabbering about that. What's important today is the updates that come in. Since it launched on PS4 and since it came out of early access on Xbox One, there has been a glitch with stamina where you can run towards the camera and have infinite stamina. That has now been fixed. So that might be a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not going to lie, I've quite enjoyed doing it on official servers. It hasn't been the most OP thing in the world ever. Whenever you get into a battle with someone, you kind of forget about it anyway, and you end up losing your stamina just like you normally would. However, when you're exploring and you're running away from, NPCs, it is very easy to cheat and just basically have no stamina. That has now been fixed. So if you've been using that cheat or that glitch or that bug a hell of a lot, forget it. It's gone now. It's done. You should also be able to use Warpaints now. If we take a look, the patch notes simply say you can now use Warpaint, so you should be able to put the special, well, not tattoos, but they like that a little bit, on your body, on your face, etc. And they have fixed an issue where you would dodge on the spot when locked onto a target, fixed an issue where you wouldn't get a notification when joining a full server. Now, there are still some major things that you guys have been talking about, particularly like having a proper chat box in chat. It is available on PC, but it's not available on Xbox One or the PS4 as far as I know. Also, there does seem to be some sort of issue with motion blur, which I noticed as well. You can't really turn it on and off as it's not really in the settings properly. And the same patch notes are on Xbox One as PS4. So, two major things really. That stamina glitch has been there a hell of a long time. The thralls should have been fixed now. They should be gaining their health over time. That was updated last week, so if you had a hotfix since then, that's what that should have fixed. I did cover that, guys. What I'm going to take a look at now, though, is taking a look at the PC test live server. So these are the current things they're working on. Now, it might not constitute a big update. It still might be something more just like a hotfix, but I still think it's pretty interesting to go over it to let you guys know what's coming, whether it be a hotfix or a content patch. So, PvE conflict servers will now join the rank of properly filtered servers in your browser. You can now add and remove servers from your favourite list. They fixed an issue where thralls wouldn't follow you after logging out with said thrall in follow mode, and exile NPCs learn to properly put away their weapons and shield when out on combat. Fixed the bug that would remove the loading screen prematurely while the closest buildings were still loading in. You will no longer be able to loot through walls, doors and foundations that haven't properly loaded. And this is not a huge massive thing that I've encountered, but I did notice a little bit with thatch pieces that you could look through thatch roofs and you'd be able to access things like smithies that are underneath it. Now, of course, not all of these bugs are the same on Xbox and PS4, but generally a lot of them are. It's like the baseline code for PC, and a lot of them persist on console. Now, this is a test live server at the moment, so these have just been patched in. The server is running. It's something where you can test something or test build of the game, so it's going to take maybe a week or so to get to Xbox One, PS4, maybe longer. Weapon and shield display racks should now work as intended. Items in the Chaos Morph hour will no longer disappear if you walk away without having all required items placed. Fixed an issue where some placeables would instantly disappear on placement if their base was placed slightly underground, still consuming the item. Fixed the bug where character corpses were sometimes lootable on PvE servers, even though they were not supposed to be, and that is definitely something I've seen on PS4. You've seen bodies lying around. Even though it took skill, your character will no longer be able to run away while sitting or laying down. The auto set should no longer vanish after upgrading. Fixed an issue where your encumbrance level would be incorrect after using an armor reduction kit. Fixed an issue where the bearer pack added wrong value to attributes after relogging. Fixed an issue where the servers wouldn't properly display after using the maximum ping filter. The news tab in the main menu should now redirect to the correct forum. And fixed the bug where a character would sometimes get stuck in falling animation after a jump immediately after startup. Now, there is still a bunch more stuff. I know there's loads of bugs and glitches. I know there's still a few things with crashing. And really, should it be happening with a game that's meant to be out of early access? Probably not, no. But it seems like every game in the world has these issues nowadays. And if anything, I think we're harsher on the ones that are in early access than we are on the big ones. As soon as we get information about that coming to Xbox One and PS4, I will give you guys a video telling you it's live, it's been fixed, what has been fixed. But like I said, this may take a couple of weeks at least to get to console. In other news, Conan Exiles are doing their own little community piece, and it's going to be a fan art, fan fiction contest. Now, I really hope they do something for videos. A while ago, they did try doing something like that, a little bit like Ark Survival Evolved's Community Crunch, where you would submit videos, submit stuff, artistic stuff, and it would be basically shown off to the community, and you win a prize. Now, this one runs basically a whole month. It started on June the 1st, it's going to run to June the 30th, and then for some reason, they wait a whole month until they select a winner on July 31st, which is a bit odd. But you can submit your fan art, your fan fiction at contest@funcom.com. So I'll leave the link there. You can go and check it out for yourself. A little bit more details about what's going to be happening and what's going to be winning on it. Now, it is June. We are meant to be getting the first DLC pack. Now, there has been some stuff that was added to the PS4 version. I don't know if it was added to the Xbox, but basically it was some armour. I'm not too sure. I saw my guys talking about it in Discord, but I haven't really logged on to a single player game of Conan in about 4 or 5 days now. Now, the DLC is going to be in the form of packs. I don't think it's going to be any sort of extension. If you're expecting the map to be worked on, if you're expecting like a bunch more creatures to be added, you can think again. Likelihood is that features and functionality will be something like being able to ride horses and camels, and maybe having baby pets, which is in the pipeline. There was talk of having a full settlement system, and there was talk of having a sorcery system, but that's been very quiet for a while now. You can see there's baby little creatures running around. I don't think it would be that hard to implement them so they would be able to follow you, a little bit like a thrall would. So in terms of having a creature tamed, it's not going to be like Ark where you just go and tame elephants and crocodiles or whatever it is. It's more a case of just having these little baby ones as pets. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope they're pushing the boat out. But it's definitely one of my criticisms when I was covering Ark versus Conan. They didn't reach for the stars enough with some of the content. I still think if they could add more robust features, if they could add a whole taming mechanic, or even just being able to ride camels and horses right away as soon as possible, that would be amazing. But you let me know what you think. What does Conan Exiles need apart from bug fixes? We know it needs stuff, but in terms of content that you'd like to see, and what kind of DLC do you think it's going to be? If it's not going to be a map, if it's not going to be a huge content drop with loads of different creatures in it, what kind of DLC can it be? I told you guys I thought it really was going to be something like a skin selection. It's going to be showing something off like that. But who knows? It could be something bigger, but I've been told reliably that it's not going to be some sort of map. It's not going to be some extension. It's way too soon. I'm really looking forward to seeing if they do add something in the pipeline, like the sorcery system and this thrall settlement system. I think that'd be really good for the game and make it even more interesting and stand out from other survival games. You let me know what you think Conan Exiles needs down below, whether it's DLC or just more quality of life improvements or even just content. I'm Jade Plays Games. Like I said, keep up to date. I will be doing a lot more Conan Exiles content. I'm just kind of waiting for a few really important bug fixes with Dekurtu. If you don't know, trying to get hold of a level 3 priest is really hard. I am still working on videos as well, showing you guys how to call all the gods. And we're going to be taking a detailed look at armor repair and stuff like that too. So until next time, I'll see you ratbags in the Exiled Lands.